Okay, there's no sound. Stand by. We're fixing it. There's no sound. Sorry. One moment. And then it's okay. Sound is okay. Okay, sorry about that. Sound should be okay. Sound should be okay now, I think. Good. If you missed it for the first couple seconds there, sorry, there was no sound. Today's topic is going to be supporting your ideas. Supporting your ideas. So as you join, please don't forget to like and share the video so other people can find it. And we'll begin in just a moment. As always, we have free stuff for you this week, so please don't forget to check the link below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook for lots of free vocabulary and phrase PDFs. We're going to begin in just a moment. We'll give other people a chance to join us. So send a message in the chat. I see some of you on YouTube. Hi, Dario and Peter and Bernardo. Good. Thank you for letting us know about the sound issue. I'm going to go to Facebook. I haven't looked at Facebook yet. Where is Facebook on? I thought I saw it. Is Facebook on? Oh, okay. Facebook is mysterious. We don't know yet. Okay, for now, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Can I share my thing or no? Yes? Okay. I wanted to share something. I shared this yesterday on Instagram, but I hope lots of people participate. Yesterday, we shot our monthly review video in here. If you have not seen the monthly review video, that is a monthly video where we talk about learning strategies, how to learn, some ways to help you make study plans, and some ways to make your studying better. So last week, Facebook's up. Cool, great. Okay, so this last month we got some great submissions from you all, our viewers. Next month, our March monthly review, so you can begin planning now. We've asked, our challenge for March is to send us an audio or a video file telling us about where you're from. So I think it's going to be really cool to get lots of messages from around the world from different countries. So if you want to participate in next month's monthly review in March, please send us an audio or a video file. You can find the details for this in the monthly review videos on the English Class 101 YouTube page. So please participate. This would be really cool. I really enjoy getting messages from around the world. It's awesome. Great. Okay, fantastic. Facebook. Hi, Facebook. Sorry about that little hiccup, that little trouble there. Yes, this is American English. It is American English. Today we're talking about how to support your ideas and persuade people. Great. I see lots of people on Facebook now. Fantastic. I am going to share the video, and then I am going to begin the lesson. Share. I hope if you like to, you can share with me. Share. Good. Okay. Then, it's me. All right, let's begin today's topic then. So, as I said, today's topic is sharing your ideas. So I want to begin this lesson by looking at this diagram I made here. So this is something I created just for this lesson. So it's just a way to help you organize your thoughts. So this pyramid, the shape is, I've called it a pyramid here. I've built this so that we can understand the best ways to try to support our opinions. So here at the top here, this top piece will be your idea. So this is your idea or your opinion. So what is the thing you want to share? What do you want to convince someone of? So in this case, for today's lesson, I chose this idea. Smartphones, we don't have to zoom out. Smartphones are harmful to, this is actually our health. We'll see in a moment. Smartphones are harmful to our health. Okay, thank you. Smartphones are harmful to our health. So this is our idea for the lesson. So how do we support this idea? If this is my opinion, how do I support that? So idea is, of course, our main topic. Then we can support it with many different strategies. So this middle part here includes, first, this part, your past experiences. So your past experiences, your personal experiences. What have you done or what have you seen? What have you heard? Your past experiences. So you can use this to support your idea. You can also use the opinions of your family members, your friends, your coworkers, your colleagues, and so on. So these two are kind of like your personal relationships and your personal experiences, the things that you have done. So when you're trying to support an idea, because these ideas, these like experiences are personal, these might be kind of weaker supports. So these are weaker supports. So they're not such strong ways to support your idea. Like if you just talk about your own experience, it might be difficult to persuade someone. However, down here, the base layer, the bottom layer, the base layer here has some stronger ways to support your idea. So for example, your data. So if you have a business, for example, or if you do research, if you are collecting data in some way, you can use your data to share your opinion or to support your opinion. So I'm going to talk about this. So this is like percentages, numbers, increases, decreases, and so on. Another good way to support your idea is with studies and with research. So studies and research, we see these in like journals, like we read articles about studies. We see this in like magazines, newspapers. We see like reporters gathering information or researchers gathering information. So studies and research, and this is by others, other people. So studies and research by others can be good to support your idea in a strong way because it's done by other people. If it's personal research, it might feel a little different than someone else's research. Finally here, again, if you are like a business or if you have customers or if you have users, you can share customer feedback. So for example, like if you write a book and there are good reviews on Amazon.com for your book, you can talk about that kind of customer feedback. So these supports are stronger supports, stronger ways to support your idea. So I'm going to talk today about this part and this part. So some patterns you can use for these two things. So sharing your personal experiences and sharing your like other experiences like data and research and so on. So as we go through today's lesson and as we go through the patterns that you can use, please do send some example sentences in the chat. I will try to check them and we'll look at how to improve them as well. Okay, good. I see lots of people have joined us now. Fantastic, fantastic. So I'm going to take one quick break and then we'll go to this middle part. This will be the first part we focus on today. Okay, so as I said at the beginning of today's lesson, we have free stuff as always. I showed some of these last week. Today we're talking about how to persuade someone of something. Or rather, how to persuade someone to do something. That's a good question, actually. I answered this in Ask Alicia a while ago. The difference between persuade and convince. To persuade someone is used when you want someone to take action. So like persuade someone to do something. Convince is used when we want to change someone's idea about something, like convince someone of something. Convince someone that smartphones are harmful to our health, for example. So persuade, action. Convince, idea. That's the difference. Okay, bonus vocab. Anyway, I wanted to remind you, if you haven't seen it yet, about the Business English, there it is, the Business English PDF. So I've shown this before, but there are so many of you I know that, that are studying for work, for your career opportunities. So on the back, this is the Business English PDF. So there's vocabulary words here, yes. But on the back, there are expressions for a business meeting. Sorry, it's difficult to see. This says, there we go, phrases for a business meeting. So here, these are expressions that you can use to agree, to disagree, and so on. So here, for example, we're here today to, sorry, it's hard to see. We're here today to do something. So this is, these are some patterns that you could use, back over here. These are some patterns that you could use as you're trying to present your idea. So if you're using English at work or if you're giving presentations in English, these could be some good phrases to know, some good introductory phrases to know. Aside from this, I am going to teach a live stream about presentation-related English on February 21st, so you can join that too. But this could be a really good one, the Business English PDF for supporting ideas and persuading people. Okay, to do things or convincing people. Okay, so with that, let's continue to the first kind of group of patterns. The first set here. So if you're just joining today, we're talking about ways to support your ideas and persuade people. Please make sure to like and share the video if you have not already. Okay, let's go on. I want to talk now about this part. So this group here. How do we share our past experiences and how do we share like the opinions of our family members and our friends? First, I want to show two patterns you can use to talk about your personal experiences. Personal experiences means things you specifically, you did in your life, you have done in your life. So, two very common patterns that we use. First, it's hard to see, I have this one time. If it's hard to see, you can make the video bigger. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that wasn't, thank you for that. That wasn't a direction to you. Okay. First, this one time. So I have one time in parentheses here. Sorry. This should be, I put my parentheses in the wrong spot. This should be here. So one time, I past tense verb. So native speakers tend to use this expression one time to refer to something they have the experience of doing one time, just one time, only one time. So they want to talk about like a crazy story that happened to them or something interesting. It happened one time. So we use this one time, or sometimes we drop this and just say one time I. So for example, this one time I left my smartphone at home and I was really anxious. Anxious means like kind of nervous, excited, like you feel like you want to do something but you can't like get your energy out, but it's like a bad feeling. That's anxious. So this one time I left my smartphone at home. So this shows the speaker one time left his or her smartphone at home. Left here, I left, L-E-F-T, is the past tense form of the verb leave, to leave something at home. Like I left my phone over there on the desk, for example. I left my smartphone at home. Past tense verb. So this one time I left my smartphone at home and I felt anxious. So this is a past tense pattern, this one time, or just one time. So if you have an example sentence, send it through and I will try to check. Okay, but sometimes we want to talk about something that we do regularly. So it's not just a past tense situation. Maybe, yes, we did it in the past, but we do the same thing now. How do we express this? We use present tense. We use present tense to talk about regular activities. So this is a great and very common pattern. Sometimes I, present tense verb. So this is a key point, a key difference here. Regular action, present tense verb. So don't change your verb. No need to conjugate the verb here. For example, sometimes I forget to do things because I spend too much time on my phone. So here my verb is forget, present tense, not forgot. Sometimes I forgot. No, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget. This present tense shows it happens now. Sometimes I do this now. Sometimes I forget now. Sometimes I forget, present tense verb. So, some of you have sent a few. Nice. Okay, someone said, one time I forgot to feed my cat. Sorry, that sucks. That's too bad. One time. Good. Okay. One time I forgot. Shaq O on YouTube, you said one time I missed. One time I forgot my guitar pick and had to play with my fingers. So instead of the verb miss there, use forgot. Otherwise, perfect. Nice. Someone else said, sometimes I join Alicia's live stream. Cool. But sometimes I join, use your present tense verb. You've got it in the progressive tense, Maya. Sometimes I join, not joining. Sometimes I join. And no am here. You don't need a verb right here. Sometimes I join. Is correct. Okay, others. Facebook. Someone on Facebook said, sometimes I forget to study books. Sometimes I forget to study the book. Okay, good. Sometimes I forget. Make sure your verbs are simple present tense here. Simple present tense. Many of you are using past tense. Use simple present tense here. Sometimes I forget. So this is a big point maybe for some of you. Sometimes I forget, present tense. Sometimes I forget to share the stream. Okay, good. All right, let's move along. So second point here. I said the second point for this part was going to be about sharing other people's opinions. How do you share family members, colleagues, coworkers, friends' opinions? Again, I want to talk about two patterns that we use a lot. First, my plus person. So person here, I put person in brackets to mean you can replace this with any person in your life. My aunt, my uncle, my friend, my coworker, my boss, my best friend, my control desk person for the day is not paying attention to my jokes. My person said something. My person said something. So here, for example, my friend said that smartphones emit radiation. So again, if you're just joining, this is our topic for today, our opinion. My friend said that smartphones emit radiation. Okay, tough vocabulary here. Emit, this word, E-M-I-T, emit. Emit means like to give off something. So to emit, like you can emit like a smell, you can emit a sound usually. Here, radiation is like a dangerous, very, very small substance that's like bad for our health. So like a nuclear power plant gives off radiation, or maybe cell phones give off radiation. I don't know. But my friend said that smartphones emit radiation. Here, another point that lots of you have asked questions about before. This said, I have it here in past tense. My friend said. You may hear this used in present tense. For example, my friend says. So what's the difference here? When you use said, when you use simple past tense here, when you use said, it's like that thing happened once in the past. So my friend said this thing one time and it's done. If, however, you use the present tense, it's referring to something they often say. My friend says, so it's like a topic they talk about a lot. You'll see this sort of thing in the news a lot. So politicians, when we talk about politicians in the news, we see this used a lot. Trump says, blah, blah, blah. It's because it's something he regularly says. So when you see this present tense used, it's referring to a regularly stated thing. When you see past tense used, it's like maybe once, just once. So this is the difference. Someone said, what is emit? So again, the word emit, E-M-I-T, means like to give off something. Usually like a smell, something we can't see, but it's like a smell or a sound or some kind of small substance. To emit something. Good. Examples are coming in. My friend says I need to practice more English. Carolina, that was perfect on YouTube. Nice one. Okay. Sometimes I forget to watch you teaching. Oh no! Please join us. Good ones, everybody. Okay. Sometimes I want to watch your teaching, but it's boring. Ha ha ha. It's a joke. Hey. Control desk, you're on that. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else? Other things. Always live class. Hashtag not funny. Says control desk. That's funny. My parents say pay attention when you arrive in America. That's a pretty good idea, I would say. I have one more here I want to talk about, and then we'll take one more break. I heard from. This is the second pattern I want to talk about here. Pronunciation point for many of you. This part, heard. Past tense here becomes heard, not heard. I sometimes hear students say that, heard. So imagine there's no A. Imagine there's not an A here. It's heard. Oh, sorry. Herd, like a herd of animals. Herd, H-E-R-D, is the word we use to talk about a group of animals on a farm, like a herd of cows, a herd of sheep. Okay, anyway, I heard from, again, person. So the person in your life. You can use the same present tense change we talked about here, like I hear from so-and-so, if you're like regularly hearing the same sorts of things. So I heard from person, blah, blah, blah. So for example, I heard from my friend that smartphones emit radiation. We can use the same pattern here. So I heard, or this person said or says. So these are probably the most common ways to report experiences or to report opinions from other people in our lives. So if you have examples, send them along. My friend said that I need to stop watching Netflix. Why? Too much Netflix? Too much binge watching. Binge watching is a great word for Netflix. To binge watch means to watch a lot of things all in a row. Like to binge watch all of Battlestar Galactica. Is Battlestar Galactica on Netflix? Do you know? That's not important. Okay. Anyway, my friend said I need to stop watching Netflix. That was perfect. Good. Other things. Where can I watch or receive all your movies? Please go to our YouTube channel. That's a Facebook comment. English Class 101 on YouTube is where you can see everything. Okay. I heard from my friends that I can be better if I focus. Oh, okay. Maybe that's a good point for all of us, perhaps, I think. All right. I heard from others you're the best teacher. Woohoo! You should tell that to the guy who sent the boring joke earlier on Facebook. Who was that? Lord Jorge Zed. Great. Okay, let's take a quick break and then we'll finish with the last set of patterns about this part down here. Data, studies, research, customer feedback, all that jazz. All right, I wanted to share some more stuff. If you missed it earlier, I talked about this one, the Business English PDF. You missed it. For those of you who are studying for work purposes, I think these are some great expressions you can use in business meetings. And also, as I said, join our live stream on February 21st. To learn about, some other presentation related phrases. And then I wanted to share, where did it go? The family, we have another one that I wanted to share. There it is. Your family and relatives. So I mentioned in this second point that you can replace like a person in this pattern, like my person said, my friend said. So if you need a refresher on your family members, we have one PDF for family members, people in your family. So check this out if you want a family member one. Actually, on the business one, this is great too. On the business one, there's also a list of job titles. These are very common job titles, so this could be useful. This is maybe, I feel like I share this one a lot. This one's quite popular. Anyway, back here, hello. Okay, let's finish up today then with this base part. I've got a few patterns for talking about this base part down here, like the stronger ways to support your opinions. So I'm going to finish there. If you're just joining, today we're talking about how to support your ideas or persuade people of things. If you missed it, the difference between persuade and convince is that we persuade someone to take action, we convince someone of an idea. So, if you have not, please make sure to like and share the video so other people can find it. Okay. Ernesto says, when you have time, could you teach us the infinitive and gerund form? Yes, check out the Know Your Verbs series. I talk a lot about the infinitive form. I would like to do something about gerunds. It's a very tricky topic for sure. That is on my mind, though. Thanks. Okay, let's go to the last point for today's lesson. So I said that these three down here are kind of the stronger ways to support your ideas using data that you have from your business, from whatever you do, using studies and research to talk about your topic, and using customer feedback. So whatever that means for you. Maybe not customers, but maybe feedback from people who like participate in your events or who have read your book or read your work and so on. So a few patterns here. First, I want to talk about these that we use for data, for news, for research. So for those of you who are studying and using English in like universities, or you need to use it in an academic setting, this is really good for your writing. The expression is according to source, according to source. So source, this word is kind of open, but this can mean, a source can mean an author, like according to President Trump, blah, 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 something was said today. This can be a publication. So publication means a written thing where people share ideas. So that's books, newspapers, magazines, like online magazines. According to the New York Times, according to Time magazine, this can be a source as well. So you can use like the name of a journal here. According to ABC Journal, this is true. So your source can be a person, an author, it can be a publication. There are lots of different things that you can use here. But this according to is a more formal way to explain where your source is or who your source is. So according to so-and-so, again, thinking about how to support this is our argument for today. Smartphones are harmful to our health. So according to Time magazine, smartphones decrease our ability to concentrate. Copy. Okay, smartphones decrease our ability to concentrate. So if I were writing a paper, I would use this and I would cite my source. I'm not going to talk about this today. I want to do a live stream about this in the future. To cite a source means to include a written reference to your source in your paper. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to finish quickly. Second and third, similarly, if you want to mention a journal article, something you read in a newspaper, something you read online, what's the difference between citing and quoting? You just waved the clock at me and told me I didn't have time. Okay, I read an article about topic. So here, you can include your main idea that you're arguing for. So I read an article about smartphones. I read an article about smartphones being harmful to our health. I read an article about smartphones emitting radiation. Whatever it is you want to support, put it here. I read an article about the topic. So this is for written information, online or in a magazine. Third, in publication. Again, this word publication. So in this newspaper, in this magazine, on this blog, probably not a blog, in this journal. Author means the person who wrote something. This is a really good pronunciation point too, that TH sound, author, TH, author. In publication, author, there are three words here: wrote, suggested, and stated. So you'll notice all of these are past tense because we're talking about something this author previously wrote, previously said in their paper or in this publication. So for example, in Time magazine, Beyonce suggested that smartphones are harmful to your health. I don't know why Beyonce is talking about that, but for example, so if Beyonce read an article, I don't know, in Time magazine, this is how I would describe the article. If in Time magazine, Beyonce suggested smartphones are harmful to your health, So what's the difference between wrote, suggested, and stated? Wrote is just very clearly words on a screen, like words in text. Suggested means they didn't explicitly say something. Explicitly means clearly, directly. They didn't directly say something. Stated is more used in speech, but you can use it for like more formal writing. So if you're reading like a PhD thesis, for example, you might use stated. In this paper, Professor X stated that Wolverine is a good mutant. I don't know. What is with me today? I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, anyway. I have to finish. So these are really good, as I said, for data, for news, and for research. Try using these patterns if you do academic writing in English. These are very important, and don't forget to cite sources. I'm trying to think of a way to do a live stream for this, because this is something super important if you're doing studies in the US. Okay, Yadanar on Facebook says, according to my point of view, you are so enthusiastic. Yes, I think that's accurate. Other things. According to a French TV show, the telephone is harmful to children's health. Nice one, Luis, on Facebook. That was perfect. According to a French TV show, telephones are harmful. Okay, we'll finish today, because I'm late. We'll finish today with this last point, customer feedback. Customer feedback. I've just got one very simple pattern that I hope is helpful for business situations, or if, like I said, you wrote a book or you made a product somewhere, which is this one. We've received percentage something feedback. So here in this space, include like positive or negative feedback. So positive feedback means people were happy with the thing that you did. Negative feedback means people were not happy with the thing that you did. We've received as well. This part, this is we have. We have. This means since we made our product, since we did our thing up to now, we have received, up till this point, like 20% negative feedback, or we have received 90% positive feedback from users, from customers, from people who read the book, and so on. So this is one quick and easy pattern I hope you can use in many different situations. I'm very late, so I'm going to stop. 33 minutes. Sorry. Okay. We'll finish there for today. I hope that this was helpful for you. Just some patterns you can use to express your ideas. Hi. So thanks very much for watching this week. Let's see. I still need to say what next week's topic was. What's next week's topic? I can't remember in my head. It is, I'm forgetting, how to eat at a restaurant. That's right, how to eat in a restaurant. So this means ways to like order, how to ask for things without stuff. General, like the back and forth that you have with staff at restaurants. So please join us next week. That will be February 13th, Wednesday, February 13th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. So if you don't know that time in your local time, please Google it. Thank you, as always, for liking and sharing the video. We really appreciate it. And thank you for sending your example sentences, too. Send your questions along as well. I'll check the chat. In the meantime, go download all your free stuff that I talked about in this lesson. You can pick this up for free from EnglishClass101.com. All right, I will finish there. So thank you, as always, for joining us. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.